And salutations, Mr. and Mrs. America. Get your greasy little face up next to the radio, because boy, oh boy. Man. Hey, my name is Alan Cox. Thank you for showing up. Say hello to Bill Squire, who's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Mary Santora is on the road doing stand-up comedy. You can go to, was it marysantora.com? Is that the website?
Probably.
Find out where she's going to be. She's gone for an extended road trip. Say hello to Poundcake, who's back behind the glass.
Afternoon, white people.
And over my shoulder, in smaller, dull form.
Afternoon, white people.
If you watch at AlanCoxShow.com. If you'd like to join us today, please do. 216-578-1007. 800-348-1007. You can send me a text, 35192. AlanCoxShow.com. The aforementioned, you can watch, you can listen via iHeartRadio and all that. What else? What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something.
We gotta vote for kids.
I'll tell you what, if Bill and I sound exhausted already, it's because we've spent the better part of the last hour in our office molding young minds. There's a group of kids from Lakewood Catholic Academy that were making the rounds as part of some kind of public speaking group.
It was
that
about
they were
shaking hands and making eye contact.
Making
They're
eye
very
contact.
clear about that. You have to have good breakfast manners.
These were sixth graders.
Yeah.
A group of sixth graders who had taken the top spot in some kind of etiquette class or speaking organization. A class of 48 kids, and these sixth graders were making the rounds to a number of personalities here at iHeartMedia. Bill Squire, Alan Cox were on that list, and so they would rotate them through, and one by one, they would sit down in our office with us, and then we would pry away the layers of whatever was going on with these kids to figure out who they were, what they were up to, what made them so etiquette prone. And, it's not, we talked to them a little bit about their families. It seemed that to a person, their families were seemed prominent.
They all children of means.
Children of means, I think. Of course, we never would have said that to them. But yes, I mean...
it's not their fault.
Well, it's no one's fault,
no
but
fault at all.
There was no kid. We'd say, what do your parents do? And my mother's a lawyer, and stuff like that. Nobody said...
An astrophysicist?
Well, nobody said, my mom manages a trailer park.
There might be big money.
No, like, my mom works at McDonald's during the day, and then at night she is a bartender. None of that.
Again, nothing wrong with that. It's just, to paint the picture for you. So... But they were very charming kids, and of course, this may come as a shock to some of you customers. Bill and I don't spend a lot of time conversing with sixth graders.
No, we don't.
I mean, I know this show sounds like we do, but we don't. But they were, again, if you talk to 12-year-olds that are in a school organization that's focused on meeting people and talking to people, these are going to be better spoken kids. You know what I mean? These are going to be, they're not shy, they're looking you in the eye, firm handshakes
really trying
all the
to nail
way.
that eye contact.
Nailing the eye contact.
I walked
bordered
in,
on creepy.
Yeah.
I walked in and the whole group was like over there by like the TVs, and I just waved, and all of them like anxiously waved back. I'm like, oh, hi.
Yeah,
They're trying to make an impression.
They're
They're like, oh, he could be voting.
I think they felt that they were under the watchful eye of their instructors. They came over here in a limousine.
Yeah.
I was told. And
then we asked one of them, like, first time in limousine? Like, first time in a while.
Yeah.
That's good.
Every kid got off like one or two good lines unintentionally,
Yeah.
And that, of course, will endear you to them. But, yeah, so it was a fine group of kids to sit down. And really, When you're talking about public speaking, they told us they had like this breakfast thing where they had to show their manners in a setting with
like a business
pillars of
type,
the community.
yeah.
And
I
then
had to
they
take an etiquette class like that.
They had a mix and mingle thing with local CEOs, I guess. So they had
mocktails.
Yeah, they had to start a conversation, and then they had to end one, and they had to, So it was interesting. They got taken down to one of our production studios to cut kind of a mock commercial, and they're being graded on that.
We have the audio of
Well,
those.
we do have those. Yes, I could pull one of these kids at random, but I don't want to embarrass them. I mean,
I bet they did a good job. They knew what they were doing.
I haven't heard these. Did they?
I don't know.
Who would you like me to pull at random?
Oh, let's see.
There's Sophie, Dean, Francesca.
The white kid of means.
Well, there were 3 of them. There were 6 of them.
We'll go with who's the Sophie we gave the leg up to pronounce Meyer the correct way.
Yes, right.
I think Sophie would do a good job.
Yeah, this was a mock commercial for Meyer, and of course, whoever was in charge back there wrote down pronounced Myers, and I'm like, no, it's not. There's no S on there. It's Meyer. It's like when people go, I'm going to the Walmarts. Do you need anything? You don't want to find that in their actual commercial production. All right, so you want me to play Sophie for you?
Yeah, I think Sophie will do a good job.
It is a really magical time of the year, between get-togethers with family and friends and celebrating what's important. Remember, with Meyer all-together meals, you can have a convenient, delicious dinner anywhere this holiday season takes you.
I'll tell you what, sounds so much better without the S.
Yeah.
There's no S in Meyer.
They didn't get it. Let her do it second take.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing there, but listen.
Sounds good.
Probably the first time ever recording anything, that would be fun, My first time ever recording anything, Bill, boy, I'd been in radio for 5 years by then, so, it was very exciting for me to finally be able to record something.
I wore the right sweatshirt for the occasion so I could bond with the kids.
Bill's wearing his OK Boomer sweatshirt. Yeah.
I've actually gotten some looks today wearing this.
From whom? From some of the boomers?
From the people, not on our floor, but on other floors.
Oh.
I had one lady give me a very distinct,
When do you interact with them?
In that
just
elevator.
in the elevator.
Well, who cares?
I know. It's
They're
funny.
boomers.
I was enjoying it.
I say they're awkward anyways.
Yeah.
Some of the boomers take it as a good-natured ribbing, and other people take it quite seriously, and it makes them upset. I would imagine that is the funnier of the 2 reactions. If you're in an enclosed space, you get an eye roll from someone.
But they got to be a little bit hip or woke. The fact that they know what it is.
I feel like it's really making the rounds.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It hasn't been around for that long.
No, but it really permeated because it's really sticking it in the ribs of people who don't like it. So something like that's gonna, I think, permeate a lot more quickly.
Like a New Zealand girl. Okay, Boomer. Whatever she said.
All right, Boomer.
All right, Boomer.
Now that's a knife. I now pronounce you man and knife. So anyway, those kids, fantastic. I can imagine that when they go home tonight, all they'll be talking to their parents about in their verbal recaps is meeting Bill Squire and Alan Cox.
Yeah, they're going to be
one of the kids, because they didn't know they were coming here. They were told that they were going someplace, but they didn't know that they were coming to a radio station, so I imagine that was very exciting for them. And the one of the kids that we talked to said that his dad was a fan of this show. And that his dad would be excited when he found out that he talked to us.
And I thought that was very sweet. He also has a very... he told us about him and his dad eating ice cream and
chips and salsa
together.
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, me and my dad get along real well.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that like?
Because he's got. Well, maybe if you brought ice cream and chips and salsa over to the house more often, Bill.
That'll keep us from talking.
You could. Well, it's more than one way to skin a cat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me break. I've got Magic of Lights passes for you. The holidays are nothing without the Magic of Lights over at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds. So we'll get you a couple of passes for that. That kicks off the night before Thanksgiving and then all the way through the holidays. Want to text me, 35192 for anything, or AlanCoxShow.com.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go.